Once upon a time, not too long ago, two cyclists decided that they would meet up and go for a ride together. And they did so. And as they started, the one cyclist said, "Hey, I just found this wonderful new thing called a CO2 inflator that I can use instead of a pump. And it saves me so much time. It's so easy. It's light. You put it in your seat bag, and that's all you need." Well, the other fellow, being a bit of an old-fashioned curmudgeon, didn't say much of anything, and they rode along. But as wouldn't you know it, as the fates would have it, the first rider got a flat tire. So they both pulled over, and the first rider took his wheel off the bike, and the other one started to take the tire off the rim, while the first one opened up his seat bag and pulled out his CO2 cartridge. Well, when he started to inflate it, he found that he had left it in the bag too long, and that it had been discharged. So, but he said, "Not to worry. I have another one. I have another cartridge." So he inserted another cartridge, put it in the device, and started to inflate the tire. And couldn't get it just right, and all the gas escaped. So there he was, and he sheepishly looked up at the old curmudgeon rider and asked, "Could I borrow your pump?" And from that day on, the first rider was never seen with a CO2 cartridge and always has a pump with him, because the pump never runs out of gas. The pump takes air from the atmosphere and doesn't require anything other than a little bit of elbow grease to pump the tire up. So you make your decision. If he were out on his own and that pump, he'd probably still be standing on the side of the road, hoping that somebody would come by and give him some assistance. So that's the take on CO2 versus the pump.